Hey guys, I'm getting ready for a night out, so I'm gonna do full makeup and eyeshadow because I got some new eyeshadows in, and bronze my chest because I'm like extra pale tonight. So I figured I would share that look with y'all. So I've got my Seint palette, got my colors in here, and yeah, so let's get started. And I'm gonna first do the contour, because to me, it's easiest to do the contour first. So like just on the top of your cheekbones. So I'm going to a friend's birthday party tonight. I'm really excited. It's fun to get dressed up for something. And do this down my nose. Here. I'm gonna do it a little bit under my lip, bottom lip, and then along my jawline. And I'm gonna go a little bit heavier on the contour. I'm also gonna use bronzer in a minute because, like I said, this is a low cut shirt, and my chest is way more pale than I thought it was. Haven't gotten sun in a while. So I'm gonna pull the contour down a little, but I'm also gonna use bronzer, and I'll do that in just a minute. Then I'm gonna do my highlight, like my concealer, the lighter highlight, and doing the corner of my eyes and going upward on the corners, because we always want the light to go, we want to draw up and away from our eyes instead of doing that whole triangle right here with your lightest concealer, because it'll pull the light down to this part of your cheeks, and we want it to go up and away. And doing a little bit under my brows. The top of my eyelids are pretty red, so I do a little bit on top there. And then now I'm gonna do my main highlight, which is like your foundation. And I have two colors that I mix because my skin is in between right now, because my face has gotten some sun, my chest has not. But in the winter time, usually you want to go a little bit lighter, depending on where you live and how much sun you get or don't get. But for right now, I'm just mixing the two. So I'm just filling in. I forgot to do my highlight. The brighter highlight, you want to go down your nose, and then on your little Cupid's bow here, and then just like 3 right there. And let's see, did I get everywhere? Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little bit of the darker highlight, because I said, you know, you don't want to do that triangle under your eyes, because that makes it look like you, it just pulls the light down and makes your eyes look darker. So I'm doing my my main highlight, which is the little bit darker one right there. And you can see it like neutralizes the darkness, but it doesn't bring as much light to it. The light is going up and away there. Okay. Then I'm gonna use my bronzer and blush brush and just blend it all in. It's so wild to me still, even after using this makeup for like 4, almost 5 years, how crazy it looks when you first put it on, and then when you blend it in, how nice it looks. It's just wild. Just blending it all in. Especially up against your hairline, you want to make sure that you get it really blended. And down here. Okay. Then I like to do So one of my favorite things is the Vanilla Dust setting powder. It's translucent. And it makes all the difference because when you start using this makeup, it's so different from most makeup, especially if you've used powdered makeup, that it's creamy, and that's part of what makes it blend so nicely. But using the setting powder also helps take a little bit of sheen. I'm kind of oily, and I also live in a humid climate, so this helps a lot, but you don't have to like powder bomb your face. I just do like the shiny areas, and that neutralizes that really, really shiny look. And then I'm gonna use the other end of this brush, and I'm gonna do my blush. So I'm gonna do Pink Grapefruit and Nude. I'm a big fan of blending colors, if you haven't noticed. But it's fun to just kind of play around with how these look, because Pink Grapefruit is pretty pink. And then, okay, so I'm blend. Use the other side of my bronzer and blush brush to blend that in. Okay. You can already see how much of a difference that makes. It's crazy. Okay. Then I am using my brow brush, and I'm gonna use one of the eyeshadows here. This is Oak. And just fill in my brows. Doing this to your phone camera is not quite as easy as doing it in the mirror. Whoa, oh no. And like looking the opposite direction. But anyway, there's a mirror in the compact here, so I'm gonna use that, and I'll hold it here so hopefully y'all can see. Because it's a little difficult to do it in the camera. And then the other end of this you can just use to kind of brush it, get a nice look there. About to do the other one. Okay, if I do this, can you see me? Yes, okay. So this brush is angled. And it's nice because it gives you like a lot more precision on it. Even though I've tried to grow my brows out, they have decided that's not in the cards for them, and so filling them in is important for me to do. All right. Okay, now let's do some eyeshadow. Well, I guess we can do bronzer too. So the lighting, you can't see as much. It actually doesn't look too bad. But I'm gonna use another one of my double-ended brushes, and I'm gonna use the Bella bronzer, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna pull in so you can see like where the shadows are of your neck. You can kind of follow these. It's funny, my roommate in college, and I'm not sure if she's in here, Alyssa, if you're in here, here's a shout out to you. But she was the pro at bronzing your chest. And so she would like contour bronze my chest for me before we went out, and she's amazing. So you just like see in the shadows. You also, like, if you're wearing a top like this, often like don't wear the shirt first and bronze, like make sure you know how low it goes so that you can get low enough, but you also want to go to the edges so that you don't just have like it cut off, especially if your shirt like opens a little bit. You don't want it to be like, oh, that's funny. It's like white over there. Okay. And you can also give yourself a little cleavage with that if you want to. It's really hard to see in the lighting again. It's just, you can't really tell, But then I'm gonna use my bronzer and blush brush and just blend it in. It's so easy to forget about your chest, you know? Especially in the winter. So just blend all that in. Perfect. And now let's do some eyeshadow. So what I'm gonna use tonight is I'm gonna use Billy, Cupcake, and this one's Bright Eyes, the gold one. And then, so these are all magnetic, which is really cool. This is Pup, so I'm probably gonna use some of that one as well. Let me see, what am I wearing? Actually, I think I'm gonna use, so this is Soulmate. I think, okay, this is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use Cupcake, Pup, Soulmate, and then maybe a little bit of the Oak again. All right, so I'm gonna use the fluffier end of the brush for Cupcake first and do that all over my eyes. And then I'm gonna do Pup, and I'm going to still use the fluffy end of my brush. You can kind of like brush it off if you have. The new brush cleaner tile is so awesome. It's the same shape and size as the these larger tins. It goes in your compact, and you can just like rub the little brush on it, and it cleans it off between uses, which is amazing. Okay. So now I'm taking Pup. I'm gonna do it almost all over, but not in the inside corner because I want the inside corner to be brighter. I feel like this is a talent you could put on your resume, is like being able to do makeup into a camera. It's not very easy. Okay, now I'm gonna use a little bit of Oak, and I'm going to, or actually first I'm gonna use Soulmate, which it's like a sort of pinky orangey shimmer, and I'm gonna go in the middle of my eye. Can you see? Can I zoom in? Nope, I can't zoom in. I just have to zoom in. So I'm gonna do that in the middle of my eye, right here, towards the inside corner. Okay, and then now I'm gonna use the fluffy side of the brush, and I'm gonna do a little bit of Oak in the crease of my eye. And then in just a second, I'm gonna use some of the Oak too, and I'm going to line my eyes with it. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna wipe off extra. And again, use the brow brush, because you can see, let's see, you can see here, it's like pointed. Oh, it's not gonna pull, but it's pointed, so you can use it really easily for liner. And you can even, this is like an old school trick, but you can wet it just a tiny bit with your tongue, and then, or not your tongue if you don't want to, and then, ooh, this is gonna be difficult to do one-handed. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. yeah, so you can see I don't wear a lot of eyeliner anymore, and so I do like to use a shadow as an eyeliner because it's a lot softer look. You can see like the difference is very subtle, but it just gives you a little bit of line to it. And you can go down here too. So it just gives you just a little bit of liner, but not too much. Now this oak color is lighter, so it's what I used in my brows too. So we even have a black, I think it's called like black liner. We have a black eyeshadow that you can use as an eyeliner. And I have Philly too, and that works really nicely as a liner, but I'm doing pretty light tonight. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to, I love an eyelash curler, kind of old school, but I feel like it makes a huge difference. So I do that, and then my little fun trick is to put a little bit of mascara on the top side of your lashes, and I feel like it makes them look longer. So you do that first, and then you do it on the bottom. And so everything that I used, aside from this mascara, was all Seint, and it all fits in my compact, and it's amazing. All the brushes, everything. And then this mascara is called Thrive, and it's from Thrive Cosmetics. It's a really awesome mascara. I feel like it looks really similar to lash extensions. But if you have any questions about your colors, just send me a message or comment on this video, and I will get you your free color match so that you know which colors to order. Oh, and I need to do my lips. I'm gonna do black cherry on my lips, which is this. And when you order black cherry, it looks legitimately black on the website, but it comes out, oops, I did a lot. But it comes out really nice, like kind of a cherry red. So that is it. And now that I have that all over my hands, I leave my hair in like ringlets when I curl it until the very end, and then I kind of brush it out with my hands. And that's what gets you like more waves. So there we go. Full face of makeup, chest included, eyeshadow, everything. If you are curious about your colors or the eyeshadows that I used, just comment on this or send me a message, and we'll get you a color match so you know what you need. All right, bye guys.